My name is Paige Jarvis, and I was an associate producer on Nobody Wins. And in the film industry, I am a best boy grip.
What else do you do in the film industry? You're very active with IATSE.
I am. I am an executive board member, the AFL-CIO labor delegate for IATSE Local 479. I'm also the Pride Committee Chair. I'm the IATSE District 7 Pride Committee Chair, a member of the 479 Women's Committee and the District 7 Women's Committee. That's probably it, I think.
How many years have you been in the entertainment industry?
Oh, in the industry, that's a good question. 2001, we're going on 24 years, 25 years. I've had my union card since 2007.
How did you get started in the film industry? I love this story, and I think the public needs to hear it.
Oh, everybody doesn't everybody know this story?
Oh, we know the story, but other people that are affiliated with Nobody Wins, or those just getting to know you, don't.
Fair enough. How did I get started in the industry? It was after 9/11. I didn't really know what I wanted to be when I grew up, and a friend of mine was working on a documentary. So they asked me if I wanted to come take care of the production assistant responsibilities. I didn't know what that meant, but sure. My first day, I was asked to clean the toilet in the production house. And so I was cleaning the toilet with everything I had. I was in there smiling, scrubbing the toilet. The DP walks in and asks me why I'm smiling. I'm cleaning a toilet. And I said, but I'm cleaning a toilet on a movie. And he shook his head and said, come here. Took me in the other room and handed me a C-stand and said, you're a grip now. And I said, great, what the heck is a grip? And kind of the rest is sort of history. So that's how I became a grip. Very happy cleaning a toilet.
All right. Well, let's go to more of Nobody Wins.
Okay.
You just watched it.
I did.
First time.
First time.
You've read the script though. So
I have.
You kind of knew the story going into it without giving away the story. What did you think of the film?
Without giving away the story, what did I think of the film? I thought it was amazing. I thought it was amazing when I read the script. But it looked and felt and moved and flowed better than I possibly could have thought it was going to. I don't know why I am surprised by that, knowing the talent that was behind it, but I was very pleasantly surprised. I think that every emotion that I felt while reading it was translated really well on film, and for that I think that you all should be really proud.
Us or the viewers?
You guys who made it should be really proud.
What was it like to work with us, with me and Josh and the architect crew?
Oh, it was so pleasant. Everybody had a voice. We were actually working as a team. Everything we talked about, whenever we discussed things, it felt like there was nothing we couldn't do. I'm only sorry that I wasn't involved more in the shooting of this film, because it looks like everybody worked really well together, and I saw that in our first meetings. We seemed to get along, and we were all on the same page, and that's helpful.
What would you say was the most challenging part of the project?
Well, for me, it was getting my schedule together with yours. That actually was the most challenging thing. I could not seem to make it work to be able to get there on the days for the shooting, and that was stressful because after reading it and putting as much time as we put into the meetings and talking about everything, I wanted to be a part of all the way through. So that was the challenge.
You are still part of it. You're still here.
I was still part of it and am still part of it. I just would have liked to have been there on the shooting days. The shooting days it's the best part.
What attracted you to the project to where you said, you know what, this needs to be made. I want to see this on the screen.
It's been a minute, but I think that's a pretty easy answer. What was happening at the time? I mean, without going into detail, because if I do, I'm going to get emotional about it. It was a good time for this story to be told the way it was told.
Would you say that it's still something that is relevant today?
Absolutely, it's still relevant. It's always going to be relevant, unfortunately.
Like what about it stands out to you about how everything was lined up?
Your professionalism, the professionalism of the people putting everything together, you had everything figured out. It's kind of rare that we go into things with shooting schedules and we stick to shooting schedules, or we stick to any type of plan. And you guys seem to be very good at sticking to plans. It may have taken 4 years, but we're sitting here and it's exactly what we talked about it being. And that's impressive.
Would you like to comment on why it took 4 years, including like all the hurdles that came in between?
I mean, our first meetings together were in 2019.
Yeah,
Toward the end of 2019. I mean, if memory serves, I mean, I had a major injury. My wife and I got married. I had major surgery where I lost 20% of the ability to use my right hand. Oh, and COVID. And then, like, the world seemed to implode, like, everywhere we turned. And sometimes that can derail any idea. And it didn't. And here you are, having completed something that you started before, you know, this ridiculous time in all of our lives. It's like something great came out of this ridiculous time, which is still sad, still tragic. That tracks.
What are your thoughts on the overall cinematography that Blair Winders captured?
Oh, I love Blair. I love the lighting. I love the camera movement. I have few complaints whenever I think about the work that she does, and all I wish is that it was bigger equipment, bigger toys, the ability to use cranes and all the fun things that that's the only thing missing from Blair's work as far as I'm concerned. She's incredibly talented.
What would you like to see come out of this film? It's currently going into 33 film festivals at the moment. What would you want to have happen with it?
33 festivals, 33 laurels. I don't know. I mean, go big, right, or go home. I would like to see. I would like to see this be accepted into multiple film festivals. I would think people need to see this. I've attended a lot of film festivals. I've seen a lot of movies. There's some really great ones out there. There's some not really great ones out there, and sometimes you wonder, what was the criteria for picking this film? You look at a film like Nobody Wins and you wonder, what's the criteria that could keep it out? You know?
We're talking to a first-time filmmaker based off of everything that we've gone through with Nobody Wins, your experiences with us, also your own independent experiences, because you also produced films, a short film or two on your own. What would your advice be to a first-time filmmaker?
It's gonna sound kind of cliche, I imagine, but if you really want this, you have to keep trying. You cannot stop. It has to be everything for you. If it's not everything, it's not going to be anything. Like I said, projects are derailed all the time for a multitude of reasons, and nothing derailed this. And if you want to see what success looks like, then you look at people who don't let things like a global pandemic stop them from doing what they want to do.
If there's any piece of gear you wish that you could have been there to put your hands on the shoot day, which piece of gear would you have wanted to be manipulated?
Well, I imagine that was a Dana dolly. Is that right?
Why would it be?
It was just a guess that it's a Dana dolly. I personally, I would have liked to have seen, you know, a dolly, a Pee-wee dolly in there, maybe with like an aero jib arm on it or something, just for a little bit more movement. You know, you got to get that production value. But what y'all did with a Dana dolly is, you crushed it. You used what you had, and it looks amazing. So
this was overall a $5,000 budget plus favors.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on $5,000 making something like this?
$5,000 plus favors. That's impressive. That's got to be some owned gear, I would imagine, which is very helpful. The favors are huge. $5,000 over how many 2 days of shooting?
One full day
one
of shooting.
Full day of shooting.
And one camera test, and then about a 4-hour micro shoot where it was just me, Josh, Ron, and one other, just to do the interview between with two of our talent members.
Can you imagine what we could have done with 20? Yeah, no, that's good with 5. I mean, you got a lot of stuff out of $5,000, a lot, and use the hell out of lights. I mean, the lighting is so good, it just makes me very happy.
When you're listening to the dialogue with the talent, what was entering your mind in those moments?
At the beginning, or in general?
Overall, in general, like when you're listening to that dialogue, how does that make you feel? Along maybe even with the sound. I guess overall the sound design and the way it all gets put together audibly.
Yeah.
How does that? What emotions or what feelings or thoughts were going through your head during those moments?
Lonely. He seemed very lonely and sad and lost, and you can feel that. He's clearly in a bad place, and listening to the things that he's talking about and seeing what he's watching on TV, the world's not making sense to him, and he's struggling with that. And you can, again, because of what we all went through, you can feel why the world was not making sense to him and why that might have felt like his only option.
Any message you would like to say to the director or the producer, or is there anything you would want to tell them specifically that you don't always get to say?
Great fucking job. When do we go back to work? What's next? I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten to look at a director and say, great fucking job, let's go back to work and do this again. So yeah, that. I mean, and producer for that matter. I'm really proud of what you put together here. I know how much it took to do this and get here, and you didn't stop. You just kept going, and there's a lot to be said for that.
So you want to produce another one?
Yeah, I'd like to do this again and be more involved next time. I'll get my schedule together, and I'll have my people call your people, and we'll actually hammer something out.
Isn't that normally how it works? Well, for you it'd be hammering.
Oh no, that's a really bad dad grip joke.
For me, we just plug 2 and 2 together.
Sure, yeah, all the easy work. Just flip a switch. Don't worry, guys, I'll carry the heavy shit. Let me get your sandbag.
We have those.
I'm sure.
Well, Paige, thank you very much for giving us your thoughts and making some time. I'm glad our people were able to get in touch with you.
I am too. It's been really hard these days. No, thank you. Thanks for letting me be a part of this, and I'm looking forward to the next one.